Morning students, I am Meenakshi from Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to see the topic Kereberos. It comes under the course Cryptography and Cyber Security. So what is Kereberos? In a Greek mythology, a many-headed dog, that is the guardian of the entrance of the hearts, is known as a Kereberos. Okay. So in cyber security, in cryptography, Kereberos is nothing but it provides a centralized authentication server. What is the use of Kereberos means? It authenticates the user to servers as well as the server to users. So to authenticate user to servers and the server to users, we are using a centralized authentication server which is named as the Kereberos. Okay. So Kereberos fully depends on conventional encryption, that is the symmetric key encryption. It won't use a public key encryption. We have two versions of Kereberos, version 4 and version 5. Version 4 makes use of the symmetric key algorithm DES. What are the requirements for Kereberos? So the Kereberos, it should be secure, it should be reliable, it should be transparent in use, and it should be scalable. So these are the requirements of Kereberos. Now we move on to the overview of Kereberos. So we have three entities in Kereberos. One is the user, the other one is the Kereberos, and the other one is the server. So the Kereberos consists of authentication server as well as the ticket granting server. So if the user wants to access a service from the server, he cannot directly access the server. First, he should approach a Kereberos. Okay, so Kereberos authentication server issues a ticket for ticket granting server. After getting the authentication server ticket, the user log on to a ticket granting server, and from the ticket granting server he or she can get a server ticket. By using the server ticket, he can approach a server. So these are the three major steps. Okay, so if the user wants to get the service from the server, initially he has to send a request to authentication server. From authentication server we can get the ticket granting ticket. After getting the ticket granting ticket, using that ticket, he has to approach a ticket granting server for obtaining a server ticket. By getting the server ticket, he can directly approach the server, and from the server we can get the service. So this is the overview of Kereberos. Okay. As I told, initially the client requests the ticket granting ticket. Okay. So how can I get the ticket granting ticket? I must send my user ID and the password to the authentication server along with the TGS ID, that is the ticket granting server ID, okay, indicating a request to use the TGS service. So before obtaining a ticket granting ticket, I have to send a request to authentication server. I have to give my user ID and the password for verification. Authentication server verifies my request. If my request is a legitimate request, okay, it sends me a ticket granting ticket. After getting a ticket granting ticket, I can send a request for service granting ticket. Okay, so for getting a service granting ticket, I should send a message to TGS. I have to pass my user ID, desired service, okay, and the ticket granting ticket. So what TGS is doing means, TGS decrypts the ticket and verifies my identity. After the verification, it checks whether the lifetime has not expired. Then it compares the user ID with the network address. Okay, once all the verification is done, if the user is permitted to access to the server, it issues the server ticket. Okay. After getting the server ticket, I can use the server ticket to approach the server to get a particular service. For this, again the client should send a message to the server, and this message should contain my ID and the service granting ticket. The server verifies my identity and it authenticates my ticket. Once my authentication is verified, once my identity is verified, it issues a service to myself. So that's about, this is how the Kereberos works. Okay, thank you.